up, all my go-getters? It's your girl Che, and so yeah, I'm coming to tell you guys where I've been at, what I've been doing. But before we get started, I want for everybody to go and like this video and subscribe, because I know in the past I said like I was gonna be consistent. Definitely going to be giving consistency. So yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe, and share, comment if you feel the need to, but if you could just, for me, like and subscribe. So moving forward, if you're new here, my name is Janet, also known as Che. On this channel we'll discover anything from travel, entrepreneurship, lifestyle, just pretty much anything and everything. Sometimes I do a day in the life, sometimes I do a get ready with me. The key for today's vlog is to update you guys on what I've been doing and consistency. So the last time I dropped a vlog has probably been about a year ago. At the time I was doing bottle service, as well as jump starting my acting career. So present day, I actually recently started back working in the nightlife. I've actually converted over to bartending at a pretty upscale cigar lounge. I would say our demographic, our crowd is more so professional for sure, corporate. I won't even say just like one. It's pretty diverse. But what I will say is very upscale. You got your corporate guys coming in there. You got your businessmen in there, So with that being said, a lot of the times the crowd is older. So I kind of like that. I just recently came from like lounges or clubs. Actually, I've done both. And it's just kind of hard to work in an environment where it's more so about, in those type of settings, it could possibly come to it being about, well, how known are you, or how many followers you got. It's more so along the lines of that, unfortunately. Not to say I'll never go back to places like that, but for where I'm at in my life, I think I would just like to be around something a little bit more mature, a more mature crowd, so to speak. So yeah, so I currently am bartending. Like I was saying, bartending. I do a little bit of serving also, but they're really training me on bartending at an upscale lounge. I was working at a medical weight loss clinic as a medical assistant, but that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. I was doing pretty much anything a medical assistant will do. I was doing medical workups. I was doing, like I said, it was a weight loss clinic, so I was doing B12 injections. I was doing blood draws. I was doing front desk work, cleaning. I mean, you name it, I was doing it, because I was the only medical assistant in the office. It was a pretty small practice, pretty small office. Long story short, me and the young lady at the front desk was having a conversation that one day, and I found out that we both were making the same pay. So when I found that out, I'm just like, coming in and say, what? We making the same pay? Yeah, that's what we're not gonna do. So I tried to go about it professionally, reached out to the owner, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, XYZ. He wanted to basically play in my face, so you already know how that story ended. I was up out that book. So yeah, got up out of there. So that's when I started working more so on my acting and pursuing just back working for myself, because a couple of months back I also started like my well, we're not gonna talk about that yet, because I kind of want to get that going up and running before we speak on that. But let's just say that I do have a business plan in mind that'll allow me to work for myself. Let's just say that much. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. As far as my acting, the last time we spoke, look, I say spoke. The last time I was dropped a vlog. I was filming for a film that was based out of Pensacola, Florida. Well, I was getting ready to film for that. I was actually filming a web series the last time I dropped a vlog. So in the indie film world, things like fuck ups happen. So long story short, the web series that I was filming, they never finished production on that. So that's that. You can catch me in episode 1. That's called Wages of Sin. It's on Roku TV as well as on YouTube. Wages of Sin. I'll link that down below. Sin is spelled S-Y-N. I play the character Mika. So yeah, that's that. So I was filming that web series. Then I started to film Sacred. I had a very small feature in that. That's available on Amazon Prime. So yeah. So once that kind of wrapped up, about last July, I was involved in a pretty bad car accident. Pretty bad. Car got totaled. My girl and my kid was actually the ones that were in the car. I was actually at home getting ready for audition, so let me say that I wasn't involved. But my family, we went through that accident, caused us to go through a lot. We lost our car, which caused problems with our finances. It just threw everything out of whack. Like, it threw everything out of whack. So we ended up, going through hard times, like really, really, really hard times. Hardships like crazy. Like, I just want to be very transparent when I say that. Like, I'm talking about broke. Like, because we wasn't broke because, like, we were just broke. It's just hard to go without a car, and we would never go out without a car. We would always keep a rental car. So I can insert it here on the side, like, to show y'all. Like, we were spending like a week, I'll probably say like $600-700 a week on a rental car. So like, that just really just fucked everything up for us. We was just around this bitch, just didn't know if he was coming or going, which kind of forced us into like just dipping and dabbing, doing different things. So with that being said, my girl, she ended up, because we always work for ourselves with our box truck company, we ended up having to, I won't say like closing or absorbing our business, our box truck business. I just will say that it has been on pause for a while now, because we're trying to pay a rental car. That rental car just cost so many extra bills. Like, we couldn't even maintain our insurance policy. It was just, and then not to mention, around that time, the season wasn't, it wasn't really what it needed to be anyway for us to, maintain. So she had got her a job working for Yamaha. That ended up being some bullshit. That's when I ended up getting the, back up a little bit. We ended up getting a new car. We got a new car finally after about 9 months. Got a new car. That's when she got the job with Yamaha. That job sucked. It was just like some slave driving type shit. But working there, I always found the silver lining in something. The silver lining in that situation is it motivated her to go ahead and go back to school. So she's currently enrolled in a HVAC program. That's a heating and air conditioning technician. Bomb career. Real good career choice in my opinion. She graduates in only 3 months. So I'm very proud of her for that. I currently decided to, after I decided to leave the weight loss clinic, I decided to go and back into nightlife. And the other thing that I'm working on, like I said, we'll speak about that on another video. I just kind of want to get everything set in stone first. So yeah, I've been doing some bartending, and I've been acting. So with my acting career, I'm excited to talk about this. I recently got picked up with a production company out of Detroit. One of my short-term goals have always to book paid roles, to be able to book paid roles. And And not only that, is to get on the Detroit accent scene. Some of your favorite Tubi movies are based out of Detroit, you know, with directors and screenwriters out of Detroit. I'm a huge fan of a lot of the actors, a lot of the screenwriters, a lot of the directors, executive producers. I'm a huge fan. So for me to get picked up by top-notch productions, that just really meant a lot to me. You know, a lot of people be ragging on Tubi or whatever, but I fuck with it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal goal. So I recently got picked up with them. I recently got my first lead role with a huge production company. Shout out to LaCrew Productions, Sheena Holmes and Lucretia. I just really can't wait to start filming with them. And I'm like, the cast is super dope. They have an actual web series here on YouTube called Tainted Smiles. Had way over 1 million views, so you guys should go and check that out. I'll be in their up and coming production. And I recently just wrapped a music video. My guy Stefan Lorenzo, you guys can check him out on YouTube. He's king of BBWs. He has a YouTube channel as well. Check him out on all social media platforms. Stefan Lorenzo, king of BBW. I just recently wrapped up a leading lady role in his music video, so that'll be dropping soon. I'll definitely post it on my channel. I also just wrapped a movie pilot for a new TV series called Booked. It's based out of here in Atlanta. The synopsis is basically the life of a Atlanta entertainment industry in Atlanta. So that's a pretty huge role also. That's a supporting role. So I have like some more things coming up as far as film, but that's really what I can speak on right now. So yeah, I'm just kind of like really taking all this in. It just kind of seems like everything that I prayed for and put on my vision board last year, you know, I was just so concerned, like, man, like, you know, nothing on my vision board is coming to fruition. But through much needed guidance and prayer, you know, I've just kind of been trying to stay focused on my goals, and it's slowly happening. So I'm learning also. I'm learning that, you know, it don't happen like this, which is why I had stopped vlogging. When I first dropped my first few videos, I don't know what I was expecting. I just feel like I should have got like way more support or way more love. But I don't even think that I wasn't getting the support. I just think that I didn't really know what I was doing. I think I was just doing something because I seen everybody else doing it. Not saying that's why I started my channel. I was just doing what I thought everyone else was doing, not realizing how much goes into this whole YouTube world. Like, it takes a long time to build a following, and it's the same with social media. So I've just been being patient with myself, with my craft, with my brand, and, you know, just kind of realizing that I'm going to get there one day. You know, my turn is coming up. So I just kind of been trying to stay consistent more so anything, you know. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? My kids are doing pretty good. My son actually graduated this past year's school year, and this year my 15-year-old, my 11th grader, he'll be turning 16 in a couple of weeks. Well, actually a couple of days. Thursday. Today is Saturday, Thursday. So yeah, Thursday. And I have a second grader. I thought about putting them in public school, but I'm going to hold off on that because I'm not really sure if we're going to I'm not sure if we're going to move from Atlanta or not. So yeah, we are thinking about taking a leap of faith and leaving Atlanta. We just kind of feel like with us having these boys, it will be in their best interest to be somewhere where it's a little bit more family oriented, for one, way more diverse, just not so, I don't even know if that's what I want to say, but I'm gonna say it, just maybe not so southern. I mean, I'm from the South. I love being from the South. I love my culture, but for my black men that I'm raising, I just don't really know if this is the place for them. And when your 15-year-old son comes to you and says, Mom, I just really think that we should move, because I'm gonna just keep it 100. I've been having some issues with my sons, and the influence is definitely Atlanta. You would just have to live here to know. Like, and I know for a fact, like, it's the generation of kids. The generation of kids are real, you know, just different from when we were growing up. But that doesn't mean that that's just the way it has to be. And I feel like Atlanta is doing my family more harm than good. I moved here. I had my reasons for moving here. And now that those reasons are behind me and in my past, I just kind of feel like Atlanta was just a stop to learn some things, if that makes sense. Like, it was just for where I needed to be to, for one, be around my family, for the support, to learn some things, to be around out of my comfort zone from back home in Florida. Just a couple of different things. So I don't necessarily feel like this is my stop. So we're just trying to figure out, is that really what we want to do, you know? And then if it is, we do have a couple of places in mind. I'll share those places later. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. As far as like my future, I do have a few goals, but ultimately for now, all I want to do is perfect my craft. I'm like really focused on my acting career. Like, I'm just like tunnel vision on that. My business, like I said, we'll speak about that on another vlog, which I'll probably drop soon. Like I said, I'm trying to be very consistent, which brings my next point. Consistency is really like something that I'm trying to master. Like, I have a big issue with just not being consistent, and I just kind of feel like I don't care how talented you are, if you're not consistent, then it just don't really matter, you know. So I'm really just trying to focus on that. Get my son prepared for his senior year. You know, be there as much as I can for my spouse, you know, seeing through this journey, you know, her trying to get to graduation. And hopefully by my birthday, I'll be enrolled in in a nursing program. That would be my third time starting nursing school. I quit 2 times before because of issues that I was going through with in my personal life, as far as like with the death of my husband and dealing with grief and moving and all of those things. So my goal is to get enrolled in nursing school. I'm not in a rush, but it's something I want to do for my parents. I just know that means a lot to them for me to get my education. I'm not saying that I don't want to be a nurse. It's just that after I went through what I went through with my husband, being a nurse is just kind of like, I want to do it, but it's like, do I want to revisit that trauma, you know, from seeing? But I can always choose where I want to work and what's work setting. So who knows what my ultimate goal is. But I definitely want to get back into nursing school, land this huge role that's going to really get my name out there. Nurture my family, pour nothing but love and positivity into my family. I just kind of want to get, I'm telling you that after that wreck, bro, we just kind of been, I don't know, after the wreck, we just being out the loop. Like, that wreck fucked us up, but we're just not getting back on track. So we'll see where everything goes from there. I believe I covered everything that I wanted to cover. And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out to listen to my life update. I will be, like I said, dropping vlogs consistently. This is not. This is not, I repeat, this is not a vlog that will not lead to another one. This vlog will definitely lead to another vlog, and the vlog after that, and the vlog after that, and You feel me? So yes, comment, like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And until next time, peace. All my go-getters.